Hi Arias, Travson here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we slayed Tethys, and we also got into a fight with King Banglash. But we did not succeed, we actually had to run away, and I do not think we will be trying to fight him again today. I think we have to level up a little bit before our next battle with King Banglash. Today we're going to have a chat with Kebok. Well, hello there. You seem like you wouldn't be opposed to making some coin, hmm? I can tell from the look in your eyes. I am Mogul Kebok, overseer of operations in Azeroth, and if it is riches you seek, perhaps I can make arrangements. Bloodscalp ears. Damn trolls, they've been killing off our agents in the jungle. I've already lost a good number of my best guards to skirmishes with them. The costs are piling up. How will I explain this to Baron Revelgaz? Decisive action. Think. Kebok. You weren't assigned to the post you have today for sitting around. I've got it. You, Travadin, is it? You'll help me, won't you? There's money to be had. Here's the deal. You bring me the ears of 15 Bloodscalp trolls, and I'll compensate you well. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get a goblin fishing pole for that, which is dynamite. And we are going to fly over to where the Bloodscalp trolls are, which is on this little island over here in Grumgall. I think we'll hit level 40 today. Remember looking at our talents last episode, not too sure what we'll take. I think I'm going to be forced into taking Repentance, because that'll get us Fanaticism. And I hope we can get Crusader Strike soon. You need 40 points into Ret. Oof. Well, we're not even close to that. But we'll keep putting points into it, that's for sure. Until we get Crusader Strike. I got Storm Strike on my Shaman. Completely changed the class. It's like 20 times more fun playing the Shaman now that I got that. Alright, so we're flying into Grumgall. Alright, here we go. Alright, so let's power, so we get our summon our warhorse here. Guess you can call that powering up. And we'll go slay some trolls. Looks like we have to collect some ears. There it is, the Bloodscalp Shaman. Alright, so it seems like we're in the right place. We shouldn't have too much trouble against these guys. I also started playing Dying Light recently. I haven't played that game since 2014. Dying Light 2 came out, so I'm checking that out. Had a lot of fun playing Dying Light 1. It's a zombie apocalypse game that has a parkour element to it, which I think makes it a lot of fun. It's a great co-op game, that's for sure. And I'm interested to see how it goes. It's been pretty fun so far. The zombies are, I would say, more challenging to fight than the last game. And you can notice that right off the bat. And I'm interested to see how the story goes. It's about some guy named Aiden Caldwell, and he was a kid when this pandemic started, the zombie pandemic. And this scientist. Oh my gosh, can you kick that? Damn it. A little too slow on that one. And the scientist injected him with something, right? I don't know what it is, but it gave him like sort of like superpowers. I think it just made him really athletic. That's the reason why he's been able to survive over 15 years out in the wild. And right now we are trying to find his sister, who he hasn't seen since he was a kid. So it's got an alright story so far. I'm interested to see how the combat is. Alright, so let's drink up. We got one set of ears. And we will be level 40 soon. It's a shame we're going to have to pick Repentance, though, because I don't know. I guess I could use that to help with CC if I ever have to, like, ever get into trouble. It's not a bad ability at all. Only problem is you have to cast it. Just picked up one of those pages. That quest is probably one of, like, I wouldn't say it's probably the worst quest in all of Stracklethorn Vale. It's pretty hard to get them all. Really, like, the only way to complete it is usually just to go to the auction house and try to buy the pages you don't have. Yeah, we hit level 40, and it looks like we don't have to take Repentance right away. So I think we're going to go with Sanctified Seals. It increases your chance to critically hit with all spells and melee attacks by 1%. Reduces the chance your seals will be dispelled by 33%. So that's not too bad. Oh man, we gotta run away here. Okay, this is not good. Spell pull up and get out of here. Also, almost died on my rogue again. I'm noticing that's becoming a recurring theme on my Night Elf rogue. Went to an orc camp to have a chat with a vendor, and I tried to sneak in and get myself just some loot, because he supposedly sells some good loot. It's a gnome vendor in Red Ridge Mountain. And we got attacked by a bunch of orcs and we almost died. Like 4 orcs chasing us. They're all like level 20 plus. But we survived, luckily. That could have been the end, that's for sure. It's probably my closest call to death, that's for sure. I gotta start watching out. I got a little cocky, to be honest. Like, taking a risk like that is not worth it, just to talk to a vendor. Actually, we gotta get Might up here. I also did a Karazhan on Flag Carrier recently. Hopefully going to upload that eventually. I did film the whole thing. Let's heal up. And yeah, I got a bunch of resto gear because I want to be a resto druid on him. Because my plan is to hopefully do some GDKPs to make gold. And one of the best ways of making gold in WoW is to do GDKPs. And GDKPs are just gold, pretty much gold bid raids. So what happens is people bring a bunch of gold, like over 10k gold, to buy gear. And clearly you need people to help with, you know, just carrying and making sure the bosses get killed without wiping. And at the end, all of the loot gets bid on. And then a total comes up at the end. Usually people see around like 1,000 to 2,000 gold per raid. And yeah, it's a pretty easy way to make gold. Like if you can get the raid done in an hour, 1,000 gold or 2,000 gold in an hour is pretty damn good. Because I am not a fan of just, I don't know, farming gold, man. It's one of the things I dislike most in WoW. I do enjoy auction house flipping, though. I think auction house flipping is a fun way of making gold. But just farming, you know what I mean? Just farming the same thing over and over again, I don't really consider it to be that fun. And I did that before in retail to get the Brontosaurus auction house mount. Wow, you got it pretty hard there. And yeah, it was a real grind. I think I needed like 5 million gold to do that, and it took me a while to get it. But I'm happy I got it because you can't get it anymore. And I believe the only way you can get it is through the black market auction house, which has a random chance of that Brontosaurus auction house mount to come up, and if it ever does, it will most likely sell for 10 million gold. So it has doubled in value since the release of Shadowlands. And I think the reason why it's such a popular mount is it has utility, right? Being able to use the auction house wherever you want in the game is it's a nice thing to have. Alright, so let's head down here. Go down to the beach. See what's going on. And get a nice picture of this sky here. Okay. And then this Sunday, I'm hoping that our guild will be able to get our first Illidan kill. We've wiped on him around, I think, 5 or 6 times. And we're hoping we get him down this week. Or also it would be kind of a disappointment if we just... I don't think we'll wipe on him, to be honest. I think we're going to get him down. It's like the first... We're going to have 3.5 hours. So... I don't think it'll be too bad. And supposedly Illidari Council is more of a challenge than Illidan. And we were able to get through that. Yeah, 3 stacks right now, so I want to keep this going. It's nice having 15% extra physical and holy damage. And back to Dying Light, one cool thing about the game that I noticed is they have like this option called streamer mode, which doesn't play copywritten music. So you're allowed to like listen to music in games. I always thought that was kind of a pain in some games, that you weren't allowed to listen to the music and I'd have to like turn it off. I thought that was the case with WoW for such a long time, but once I realized it's copyright free as long as you're, you know, not putting a paywall behind it, then yeah, I started listening to the music, which is great. I think it really adds to the just the feel of the game when you're playing it. Like a game, like when you don't have music involved, it really, I don't know, the game's much different, that's for sure. Helps with the immersion. Like if I was just here and they didn't have like the Stranglethorn Vale music, all we would really hear is just the birds. Like, could you imagine going into Stormwind and not hearing that, like, epic music when you first walk in? It'd be such a different experience. It's too bad we gotta seal a command proc on a totem. Yeah, the drop rate on these Bloodscalp ears are somewhat low. I've also been looking into Lost Ark. The game has been out in Asia for a couple of years now, and it's going to have its North American release this upcoming week, so interested to see how it goes. I think it's going to do really well, and I plan on giving it a try. And the reason why I think it's going to do well is because it's been out for a solid 3 to 4 years, so it has a decent amount of content. It's clearly fixed a lot of its bugs, so I think the launch will be pretty smooth. Clearly there will be server queues and stuff like that, which is fine. But I believe it's going to be a pretty fun game. And if it gets a bunch of hype at the start, I think it will be able to somewhat keep it compared to what New World had to deal with. Like, New World had so many people playing it when it first came out, and then it just fell off once everybody started getting to like level 30 and to like endgame. People just stopped playing the game due to the bugs and the lack of endgame content. But the beginning of New World was a blast. Everyone was having tons of fun. The leveling experience in New World is actually really good. I will admit the grind from level 30 to 40 is kind of rough because the main story quests stop, and you have to kind of just do side quests, town board quests, and PvP quests to level, which is fine. You know, it's nice to take a break from the story, but it does become a little bit repetitive at that level. But I've got kind of lucky. Because when I hit that level range, a winter festival came up. So it kind of added some new content for me to do for the starting like levels of like 32 to 36. And it also gave me like a gear set to farm. So I think I got a little bit lucky timing wise with that. Or else I probably would have gotten a little burnt out of the game. I think that was kind of a mistake for them to limit the main story to where, like, you know, you're like level 31, 32, and now you have to level 8 levels just to continue the story. Like, that takes a while. One good thing about this quest is we're going to get a lot of XP. Come on. There we go, all done. There we go. Now the ears are rolling in. It's about damn time. And I was also thinking about switching up my spec for Wrath for the Flag Carrier series. I've been Feral for the last 2 expansions. And I think going Boomkin would be kind of fun for Wrath. Be fun to check Boomkin out. So I'm planning on doing that. And I'm going to try to do all the raids on Flag Carrier, hopefully. I think we will slowly but surely get to that. It's going to take us a while to get geared up and ready to go. I have to set up my UI as well, so I'm raid ready. And that was one of the good things about TBC. Like, I was able to level up to 70 before the expansion was pretty much over. The problem with Classic was I actually had to, like, once I hit 60, this was the problem. Once I hit 60, Karazhan was not Karazhan. What's the name of the raid? Nax Ramus was already released when I hit 60, so it was kind of a rough time to like level him up gear-wise to get ready for raid. So I kind of just put him on the back burner until TBC. But I think I have over a year now to finish all the raids and get him decked out for the start of Wrath, so I'm gonna give that a try. It would be pretty cool to do Sunwell on Flag Carrier, but it'd be a challenge, that's for sure. I think we can do Black Temple and all that though, eventually, and Zul'Aman. You know what I think I messed up on here? I think there's another quest where you get like a certain number of trolls that you need to slay. And I should have combined it with this one. I remember there being a quest like that. Not sure if Keybach had it or if it was here. Grumgall Base Camp has a lot of quests as well that have to do with dealing with these trolls. That's one thing you need to pay attention to in WoW. There are a lot of quests that line up well together. This is why it's good to pick up like as many as you can. Right now our quest log has a decent amount of grays that we should get rid of. Rocket car parts, we won't be doing that. Need a ore sample. Family tree. We have a couple of quests to turn in the Shimmering Flats. And one thing we will be doing soon is we will be trying to get into a Zul'Farrak. And I wonder if it's worth it for me to try to get a carrot on a stick, which is a trinket, something that we don't have, that increases your mount speed. And it probably is worth it for us to get, because I believe Paladins don't get Crusader Aura, which is an aura that increases your mount speed until, I think, 70. It's cool that they added that for Paladins, because Paladins have always had terrible mobility, so at least they gave them the fastest mount speed in the game. The problem is once you get that, things like carrot on a stick don't stack with it. So carrot on a stick kind of becomes useless at that point. I think hunters have the same thing where they have like a mount speed increase that makes carrot on a stick useless as well. That's cool. Oh. Wish I was a mage here. I could like blizzard these guys down. Then you just jump off and then they run the other way. Yeah, you could probably get them all up here. Okay, we're gonna run down though. We don't want to fight all four. Yeah, it would be a great place to play as a mage. That's for sure. I wonder if they're gonna chase me down here. Let's see. Oh, looks like he's still throwing stuff at me. Let's get Might back up. Yeah, I'm not sure where we'll level next. We won't be in Stranglethorn Vale for too long. Probably be leaving soon. I've done this zone so many times. I'm thinking about going to Tanaris though, or to the Hinterlands, because the Hinterlands we can try to start the Carrot on a Stick quest, which I think is somewhat worth doing. Because we could use the mount speed, especially in, what's the name of that? Especially in TBC. We'll appreciate it. Kind of a shame you don't get Crusader Aura till 70. I wish you got it at like 60. Because it would make my mount pretty much like an epic mount, or all pretty close to it. I wonder how many pages we picked up today. A decent amount. Before we can sell them. Well, we can sell them on the auction house, but I don't think they'll go for too much. Come on. Should we fight the hunter? The hunters are kind of a pain. We can pull this guy quick. He's gonna start casting on us, and this guy's gonna attack us. Damn it. Let's get this guy. Just gotta make sure he doesn't heal. We'll save our stick for that. There we go. We also didn't do the Curzon quests. Maybe that'd be kind of cool to do. I don't think we finished all. Actually, we can't do the Curzon quest. We're not Alliance. I always forget that. Alright, so there we go. We're done with the Bloodscalp ears. Let's Earth back. Maybe we'll do the Curzon quests on our Shaman. But he's currently in the Badlands right now. Yeah, if there's any zone you guys want to see, feel free to leave in the comments, and I'll go check it out. You've had success, I hope. All over the place, those trolls, filthy devils. Oh yes, that reminds me. Be sure to tell your friends, yes? We could use much assistance. Oh, excellent, excellent. That'll help a little for the present. He trails off, grumbling about profit margins and costs. What, you're still here? Reward? Oh, right. Of course, here, take this. Should be more than enough.
Glad I could help.
Alright, so there we go. We got a decent amount of XP. Got a quarter into 40. It's not too bad. That is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.